Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Darian. So I have a quick message of encouragement for you guys, and there's actually two parts to this. The first part is that this time it will prosper, and the second part is that your harvest is here. The harvest is here. So I get these messages and everything in such a beautiful way. So the other morning, I was actually just going outside doing my normal morning things that I do in the morning. And I looked down and I saw that a pot of something I had planted probably 2 to 3 years ago. I planted it. I was in my planting era, okay? Wasn't really an era, it was probably like a few days. I bought all these different types of plants that would yield fruit, and I had no background in planting. I just thought that overnight I was gonna become like a planter, like a gardener. And so I bought these. They weren't really small, but they were like nice sized pots. And after planting these plants, I started to notice that the plants were not sprouting. The plants were not doing what I thought it would do. And so over these years, I never got rid of them. I always had in my mind, maybe I should get rid of them. But because they seem to like die off and everything, I just kind of was like, whatever. And I just let them sit there. So they've been getting the natural rain, and maybe whatever has come from the sprinklers, but inside the pots, it looks dead. Like there has not been any water and anything. And I actually, now I think about it, I don't know why I didn't just throw it all away and just start fresh. So I look out at one of the plants and there are two berries sprouted up. There are two little raspberries coming out of the plant, and they look so like beautiful. Like I can't really understand how these two raspberries have sprouted from the conditions of the soil, because I have not touched that soil in probably over a year, to be honest. Whatever rain and maybe from the sprinklers has gotten in that pot is what got in the pot. And then once I saw the two berries, the two living berries that were coming from the branches, I was like, I need to go water this water this plant, because the dirt in the pot was so dry. That's why I'm saying the conditions for berries to be sprouting, it doesn't make sense. Naturally, it doesn't make sense. I know the dirt hasn't been changed to have the nutrients that it should have for whatever, for the berries to plant itself. So from that, I just started to think about how there are times where it doesn't matter what is going on around us. It doesn't matter what is happening around us, but you still will end up prospering. You still will end up receiving the harvest that is for you. It doesn't matter what's happening in the world. It doesn't matter even what conditions your life may seem like is in, to where there's no way you can be prospering. And this could be for somebody who has been putting in the work, who has been continuously trying to work towards what you know you need to work towards, but maybe you feel like it's not working. Maybe you feel like the conditions are just not conducive for the harvest to come into your life. Whatever that harvest looks like for your life, it can be a financial abundance. It can be maybe you now having a group of friends or family in your life. It could look like maybe you receiving the job that you've been wanting. Whatever your harvest is for your life, maybe that harvest could even be you moving to a whole new place and starting a fresh new life that is just prospering and abundant for you. So to add to that first part, that it is going to prosper. Sometimes when you have just been doing something for so long and it seems like it's not going to work. And granted, when I was planting the plants, I probably could have done, taken a little bit extra care for the plants a little longer to see what could have happened. But sometimes when you've been doing something for so long and you haven't seen it prosper, you haven't seen something happen, it may seem like, what is the point of this? It's not going to prosper. I'm moving on and I'm doing, whatever I need to do else, whatever else seems like it will work. And so when I was able to see that the berries were prospering. Somehow these berries started to sprout up. And I had long forgot about these plants. I didn't forget about them because I see them every morning, like the pots, but there were no plants or anything growing from them. So I just considered it gone. I considered it no longer fruitful. And so once fruit started to sprout from it, that just encouraged me. Like immediately I wanted to go water the pot. That encouraged me that I can water these now. They're living. So I need to assist it, give it what I can give it now that I see that it's working. So that may be for your situation. Maybe you have like completely abandoned it, given it up, and maybe you'll see something come out of nowhere that may be fruitful pertaining to your situation, or maybe give you that push or sign for your situation that you need to pick it back up, that it is some fruit that is bearing from this situation, and just get back started and do what you feel you need to do. Again, I know when you have gone through situations back to back to back and it seems like it's not working, you may not be encouraged to continue on, to continue trying to see what can come from a situation. But if you truly feel in your heart that this is what is for you, this is what you're supposed to be doing, this is what is supposed to be happening in your life, see if it is worth giving it another chance and opening your heart again to the situation. So I feel like it was straightforward. I just wanted to leave you with some encouragement from something that I saw happen in my life that just inspired me and gave me encouragement for my own life. And just seeing that, wow, there is a whole message in what has happened. This may or may not be for your life. You're going to have to discern that for yourself. But I do feel that this video will absolutely help some people. I had completely given up on those plants and now they are sprouting fruit. The harvest is coming in. Sometimes when we expect a harvest to come into our lives, when we expect certain blessings and things to come into our lives and fruit to bear in our lives for different things, we have sown and we're hoping to reap what we have sown from. It doesn't always come when we expect it to come. It doesn't always come when we think it's supposed to come, but at the perfect time. At the perfect time, when you're not even thinking about it, or you have moved on and let go, sometimes that thing just starts to sprout. Maybe because it's not so much so as you're being anxious about it or worrying about it, but you're allowing life to just be and happen. So I hope you have a great day, and I thank you so much for watching. Bye.